Hello everybody, again it's Greg from Bug Out Gear Layouts and Tactics, a prepping site. So I asked the question this week, what should we discuss for the Friday Night Live, right? The question was water, filtering it, getting it out of a well, what's better, a bottle or a pan. Right, so let's start with the first thing. I don't have a well, so I had to look up some information, and this is what I found. Right, it's a post from Outdoor Life from July 12th of 2016. So, there's 3 ways of getting water out of a well in a grid down scenario. One is a generator. That way you can still use your well pump. It does, however, mention that you have to know which voltage your well pump uses. It states that most deep wells primarily run on 220 volts, and most generators don't cover that. They only do 110. So you would have to know if your well pump is 110 volts or 220 volts and have a generator to be able to run it either way. Second one, they say it's a hand pump. They say they do make old-fashioned hand pumps to attach to your modern well heads. Some styles of hand pumps can be mounted on a well without disturbing your existing electric well pump, to be used as a backup to deal with power outages. Do your homework, find the right pump, as some pumps will only pull water from a few feet, and others can pull water out of a 200-foot well. The third choice, the last choice they give you, is what's called a sleeve bucket. What it is, it's a well bucket for modern wells that is slender. It's either plastic or a metal sleeve, which can be lowered down any modern well on a length of cord. This skinny sleeve has a foot valve at the bottom, allowing it to fill up with water, but retain water when lifting up. Make sure you have enough cord to reach the water level, and tie off the free end of the cord at the top of the well. This will keep you from losing your bucket, your well bucket, and your cord down the line of the well if it slips out of your hand. They say another improvised method is using a 2-foot length of steel pipe with a cap on one end and the cord tied to the other. That much steel will weigh enough to submerge in the water, while other slender containers will probably just float on top of the water in the well. Right? So, either one of these 3 things has to be done, researched, and thought of now, because it's not going to do you no good to be trying to run out and get these things in a grid down scenario. Now, filtering. There's different methods, right? So there's Berkeley water filters, Alexa Pro water filters, Sawyer's. I do have a setup for a 5-gallon bucket with Sawyer, where you put the one bucket, drill the hole, put the little attachment. So you fill up the one bucket with dirty water, it filters through, and it's a gravity system, so the water flows out through the filter and into a clean bucket. Again, I do not have a well, but I am within walking distance of a local municipal reservoir with my little red wagon, 5-gallon buckets. If I go through the water I have at home to get water back. The other question was, what's better to bring? A pot or a bottle? So, this is the small Pathfinder bottle and nesting cup set, right? I have that That's actually for my soda, not water. That's usually filled up beside my bed. What I keep in my car. I keep this is the 64 ounce Pathfinder bottle, 48 ounce nesting cup. It's the same size as their 2-quart bush pot. Right? So if I'm going out in the woods, hiking, skill weekends, camping, stuff like that, I actually take a 5-gallon plastic water jug for the camping for the most part. Hiking and solo hammock camping, this would probably be your best bet. It's, again, the same amount of ounces as their bush pot. You can close the lid, turn it upside down. You don't have to worry about water spilling out. The nesting cup, 48 ounces. You can cook small packets of rice, potatoes. Definitely more than enough to heat up for MREs or other freeze-dried food you might have with you. Now, their bush pot isn't too bad. Again, I just got a couple of new ones in. The lid stays up pretty tight. As you can see there's that little pour spot. So as it bounces around and moves, you might lose water. Compared to their bottle. You don't have to just get Pathfinder brand. My actual Get Home bag has a single-walled stainless steel bottle bought off of Amazon. My kids have ones that we found in stores. Single-walled, stainless steel, not aluminum, to carry water in. Again, you'd have to make some preparations beforehand. Remember, FEMA recommends 1 gallon of water per person per day. That would be the minimum, right? Realistically, you're going to be cooking, you're going to be using water. If you're working, burning calories, you're going to be needing water to drink to stay hydrated. Sanitary, right? As long as you can still put water down a toilet, it should flush for a while. But again, keeping clean, brushing your teeth, washing dishes, you're going to need water. So it is something that we have to prepare for, have to put back, and make sure you have enough. I always tell everybody, your best bet is 2 gallons of water per person per day, and don't forget pets. So if you have dogs, cats, they're going to need water as well. Livestock, they're going to need water as well. Depending on what kind of livestock you have, the amount of water you're going to need. If you're not filtering your water, you should be boiling it to make sure there's nothing in there that's nasty, that's going to get you sick. Worst case you want to have is diarrhea in a grid down situation, and it's just going to pump all that hydration out of you in a bad way, not letting you be able to do what you have to do to keep going. That's it. I guess I'll ask again during the week. Another question and what we will discuss next Friday on the live. Stay safe, everybody. Have a good day.